Hey YouTube, so been a little while. Luke with Backyard Builds DIY. So today we're gonna work on getting the door completely painted here. It's had one coat of paint put onto it. So today I'm gonna go over the paint gun I got a while back to put the second coat on, have it finished, since time is not exactly my friend right now, and I've got the events coming up I'm trying to get ready for, and I need to have this done. So I'm going to try and go over the paint gun. Get the camera detached here real quick. So this is our spray gun here. Yeah, this is our spray gun here, the HomeRite Finish Max Super, and we're gonna go over how I'm gonna use it and how it works, and then what it is a HVLP sprayer, non-airless. So there's upsides and downsides to that, but I'm not going to go into that detail. I will try and leave some links and some info about it a little more, but we'll get right into it here. I'm going to see you guys again in just a minute. Is that since we're using what these days I would call a standard latex paint, is that HVLP doesn't like it very much. You can use it, it just doesn't like it. So we are gonna take, sorry, I'm having to, my phone is my view screen, so if I'm looking down a bit, I apologize. This is what I have to do when you're by yourself trying to film. So I'm gonna take this, pour. Last time I did this I had to do quite a bit of it, so we're gonna pour probably about half the can, give or take a smidge. So I can always mix more if I have to. I'm going to try not to, because I need some of that paint for a different place, but I'm going to do what I can today. So we're just going to take some water, and yes, I do have a faucet back here, but due to the fact that I've got snow on the ground in places, I'll kind of say that my pressurization isn't on yet. We're still in February, and that's not going to come on until like late March into April, when the pressure is going to come back on for lawns and all that. So this is what I got to do for now. So let's see. You might want to see. So here's going to be again. I apologize for angle. So here's how our paint looks like for now. I don't know exactly how much you saw there, but we are now going to pour some water into it. Keep away from my phone so I don't have an accident here. And we don't need a ton. We just gotta, all we gotta do is make it so it's a little bit runny. Not like horribly runny, but a little bit. The HVLP likes oil-based paints, which again this is not, so we have to water it down a little bit. And I have heard of that there are paint conditioners that you can use to do this instead of what I'm doing. So that is an option, and you can do whatever you wish to when you're doing your paint projects. So here is how our paint viscosity now is. You can kind of see it's more runny. It's not kind of, I say it's kind of in between, like maybe it's a little bit more runny than pudding is probably, but that's just my guess. So, let's see here, what are you seeing? Alright, that'll work for now. Put that just a smidge here so that you actually can see my face. I don't know if I'm looking that good, but whichever. So, we're gonna now take this guy. We are gonna attach him into our gun here. And then, let's see. I've got him cranked up from last time. I have him cranked up like as high as he'll go. That might be how we want to keep it. So what I'm gonna now do, I've got some junk pieces of wood lying around. I'm gonna grab one real quick. And what I've seen with other YouTubers, you want to get something that you don't care how you're spraying it. So it's just a random piece I've got lying around, and we are going to spray it. Make sure that the thickness of the spray is what we want it to be, and then we're going to spray the door. So I'm gonna move you guys. I'm gonna do this next. Go down for it. Might have to do it. Bring a backsplash back. I'll be right there. All right. Alright, so you guys have had enough of my face for a moment. There we go. Try to bring you guys just a little bit closer here so that way you can get a generally good idea of what I'm doing. So my tripod's being a little wobbly here. So we're going to turn this here, down, go like that. Hey baby. Alright. So let's grab our spray here. Okay, watch out. Don't want to get paint all over your coat. Nope. Plug in here. Let's see how this goes real quick. Now I'm going to flip it just so you guys see what's going on here. I'm going to turn it down just a smidge. See what happens. Definitely has to be higher. Just like that. So, now, guys, what we're going to attempt to do is we're going to paint the door now. Now we do kind of have to be a little close range here, just for the fact that this doesn't have the widest spray radius, so come over here and let you guys watch how I do this here. So I'm going to turn, so a little note here on this, so this is for up and down, I'm going to turn. Cannot tell what you guys are seeing here. So we're going to turn this like so. That's to go side to side. Then I put it up at an angle like so. Let's just do a round spot. So what I'm going to do differently than I did last time. On these edges, I found that they were a little bit trickier. So instead of doing them last, I'm going to do them first, just to get them out of the way. Doing pretty good. I think I'm going to back you guys up just a little bit, just to give a slightly different angle of what I'm doing. And go. Should have prepared for that a little better. Okay, you guys have a quick look-see real quick here. So we've got, you cannot see my phone very well here, but we've got those inside corners done now. So yeah, there's a little bit of drippage, but that'll be okay. I'll put you guys back where you were, and we'll get a little bit more done here, and then yeah. So far, we're not doing too bad. So I'm trying to get the tripod tightened down so it'll quit moving so much. Alright. Let's see, I want to go up and down, so it should be opposite. Alright folks, sorry about that. I had to get the gate shut real fast.
Gate shut real fast?
I'm gonna mix a little more paint here because I just ran out.
Real fast? Real fast?
4.
4, 3.
Decent amount more in there.
More near. We cut this near.
Pour water in.
Pour water. That's
Find me a decently clean stick.
clean.
No, don't touch, buddy.
Good touch.
Oh, don't touch the camera. Don't move.
Move.
Okay. There we go. Another batch here. Hopefully, we don't have tons more to do. We should have a little bit more to do over here. And then we'll be set.
Maybe sit.
Yep.
Maybe sit.
We'll get you a drink of water shortly.
Shirley?
Alright folks, so you have it. We have a second coating on the door. I will do a separate video to this and show you guys how to, nice close up of my shirt, but we'll show you guys how to clean that. Unless, for those of you that already know, you can go dinker in on YouTube elsewhere if you desire, but we have the, for now it has a second coat, so you need to smooth out some spots. I can tell probably put a little too much paint in a couple spots, but I'll finish those up real quick, and then yeah, have a little more brush painting, but I doubt anyone needs to know how to do that. So I will see you guys in a little while. Alright everyone, got my little bit of brush painting I had to get done, so now I'm going to go over how to get the whole system cleaned out here, since paint does not like to sit very long, so we're going to go over it. So in the kit, when you get it, come with this little wire brush here, and a wrench, and that's about all you need to get it cleaned out. So normally I would go inside to do this, but I'm just going to do it outside real fast. So what we're going to do is that we're going to, initially we're going to try and get the container rinsed out so that we can try and get some of the crap out of it. So I'm going to pour some water into here to our paint reservoir. So that way, so I am going to try and put this all up for rent here shortly, because I'm not going to use it that often, and figure someone this spring's going to need to have something to use for some various project of some variety. So I'm just going to do this, and then crank it up on high. We're just going to switch that around real good, try and get as much of the paint washed up as we can. Then we're just going to go ahead and spray. Rotate this around so that way we get all of our angles cleaned up in the nozzle. Looks like we're just about out of water now, so hopefully. Alright, so managed to get our nozzle mostly cleaned off, so it comes off pretty easy. We're just going to come here and twist it off just like so. Try and keep it from going to the ground too much, what I'm trying to not do. I'm going to take this guy, I'm just going to run through there a little bit, try to help break up any paint that's still in there. But since I did such a good job last time, there is not really much on here that really is going to cause a huge problem. We're just going to try and lighten it up as much as we can. The less that's in here later, the less someone else has to deal with. So just trying to get as much of it cleaned out as I can. Set to the side. Pretty little debris getting into it, I'm hoping. Unplug the cord so I don't get sprayed in the face. Be kind of nice. And then this top piece will come right off. Set it down. A little gasket here. And these springs will line up with those holes, so not a big deal to put that back in. And then we're gonna get the brush here. We're just gonna go over it real quick, try and get much paint off of there as I can. I can get it all off. It's getting stuck a little bit there. Probably had some debris in there, looks like. I have to get the wrench out and take the nozzle off real quick because looks like we had some debris get in there. Which I'm not terribly surprised since I use a stick to stir the paint. I kind of figured that would likely happen. But this comes out pretty easily. Sit down. Come down here and just grab that. Yep, we have a decent bit of stick stuck in here. Go. There we go. Got it out. Just like that. Yeah, I would recommend getting the paint stirrers that Lowe's gives out when they're mixing paint for you. I'd recommend getting that instead, and you likely won't have that problem very much. I'm just gonna take care of the threads real quick and help break the paint up. That's all I'm gonna have to really do with that, so I'm gonna put him back in. The green one is the one that you need for your thicker paints, so basically for your latex-based paint. So we're gonna take the wrench and we're just gonna rotate him around till he back down tight in there again. Make sure he's snug. And then take springs here, and they just line up in these holes. I don't know how well you can really see that in there, but there's little holes down there. They should just line up and sit on those. I'll take this guy, put him right back on where he was. And then take our little brushy and brush around our gasket here. Take some more water. I just want to pour some around here just to kind of try and rinse as much of that paint as I can. I will be doing a better job of this probably when I'm not recording, just because it's hard to do when I'm recording. But initially, in general, if you can get to this point, you're probably fine. But just take like some paper towel and wipe it out real good. Probably be fine. And put some more water in our container here. Is this going to be our, basically get the whole thing cleaned out. A little bit, tiny bit more in the 2 liter, so that way we can do a second rinse and give it a real good rinse out. Cause this still got some wood crap in it. Trying to avoid the wood crap as much as possible. That's just going to clog it up real fast. Tighten it back down just like so. Put the wrench and the brush down because they can't hold everything all at the same time. And plug it back in. And then away we go. We're going to just oh, I know, right? I forgot to put the stem on. Kind of important. Stem's not on there, can't really do anything. So it's important to put this piece back in when you're getting ready to put it back together. Kind of important. Okay, now the water is quite clear now. Take the head around a bit so that way it'll kind of clean itself out. With that, our sprayer should basically be clean now. Shouldn't hardly be any more paint left inside outside system. So you can see on the outside it's pretty, got spilt paint all over it, but the inside you can tell it's pretty clean in there. So now that looks pretty much where we want it to be. Again, I'm probably gonna take that inside and get that a little bit more rinse on the inside just to get rid of most of that paint, but as far as I can tell on our nozzle here, doesn't look like we had any paint or sticks come up at this time, so that's good.
It's good.
So I think that'll have it be where we don't have any future issue this time. Oh, or at all.
Oh.
So, grow. Alrighty.
Oh.
I'm gonna put this guy back together, and again, I will be posting this gun for rent purposes on KSL shortly. So if anyone has some spring projects, you can get in contact with me. My number will likely be available, so you can get your hands on this. But it works fine. It's not going to be like your airless. It is HVLP, so but it'll do the job you want to do. And yeah, so I'll hit you guys up on next time I do some more work back here. We are getting pretty close to the point where I want it to be. I know some people don't like updates, but there's more stuff on YouTube you can go watch. So if you don't want to watch updates, go elsewhere. So I will see you guys later.